Squeak! 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 Squeak!
MFers will do anything for content. Let's go ahead and get right into the video.
Content. Sometimes the bills have to be paid. And as a YouTuber, obviously,
do
I'm
gotta
not
get
safe
paid.
from this. You know, I gotta make videos that pay the bills. But
Gotta
me
make
personally,
some.
there are
That's an
certain
AI
extents
video.
that I would not go for the bills.
Same.
I get
I
it's
have
putting
morals.
food on the table.
I got
but
morals
the
too.
shame of making that content would definitely outweigh it. And let's start with these clip farming podcasts. They need to start doing crazy.
Bro, I've been saying this, bro. I'm sick and tired of those podcasts, bro. Sick and tired of them clip farming podcasts.
Easy levels
bro.
of tax on podcast mic.
We gotta
Because
start
people will
taxing
really
the
get on the
freaking
mic and just start
podcast
saying
mic,
anything.
bro.
Like I could be scrolling on my For You page or whatever it is, and all of a sudden I swipe down and I just see some guy talking about, so water is a scam. Yeah.
Bro, I was saying this. I was saying this in my last video, bro. Like, I'm sick and tired of this, bro. Everybody don't need to have a podcast. Everybody don't have interesting things to say. You open up the app talking about some, oh, so we shouldn't take a shower 2 times a day. We should only take a shower once a day. Like, we shouldn't brush our teeth because the teeth is actually the bone marrow in the, man,
Right.
watch
I
out,
found
bro.
this source on TikTok and it said water doesn't hydrate you. Yo, that's actually crazy, bro. They'll keep going on
Facts.
and on. They got someone glazing their takes. And that's it. This really
Nah,
is a
facts.
crazy method of clip farming. Like, what is the possible context for a clip like that? Nobody would ever say this dead ass with their own free will.
For real.
Nobody is going to be watching your podcast if you're saying like that. Or who knows, maybe people think that this dude's bringing the unanswered questions to the table. I don't fucking know. Everyone from every walk of life at this point really thinks that they gotta start a podcast. And
Bro,
you know,
everybody,
sometimes
bro.
it goes well, but sometimes it leads to people spewing bull on the mic. And the worst one I've ever seen was from this guy called King Azule. I've talked about him on the channel
I
before.
remember editing a cloud video and this about this guy. I edited a couple of cloud videos talking about this guy. I don't like this dude, bro.
But he was basically saying how he soaks his balls in the
out
sun.
in the sun, bro.
What?
I
This dude's
remember
over
that,
here
bro.
talking about how it's gonna increase your testosterone, bro.
People just do anything,
They're really
bro.
out here thinking they're like modern day philosophers, but in reality, they just gotta hop off the mic. But now we gotta talk
Please.
about street interview content. I don't
Man, I remember when street interview content was just getting big, bro. It started off as high schoolers, bro. It started off with high schoolers going and they walking around their classrooms and interviewing people in their classroom.
remember exactly when street interviews popped off, and it's been a thing for a long time.
A minute.
Some street interviews are relatively tame. Some people have said like absolutely ridiculous on the mic,
Yes.
but some people have had crazy concepts for a street interview that I never thought was possible. There was recently this YouTube title and thumbnail that went viral on TikTok, and let's just say it's pretty fucking unskippable. There's no way you're scrolling past this. You're gonna
This
look at
one-
it and say, what the hell is even in my feed right
And they
now?
always
And
look
it
like that
reads,
back then.
asking homeless people freaky questions
in Atlanta is crazy.
Extremely
He got 5,000 subscribers. He posted this 3 years
viral.
ago.
What the fuck? They
Why put extremely viral after a video? I guess it went extremely
are
viral.
really doing this with their own free will, man. That is a street
I might have
interview
to start
I never
putting
thought I would
extremely
see.
viral
and
in my
this
freaking
is how the
videos.
video starts.
Let me tell y'all the most freak I did. I let a female on my face.
And they always got the same sound effects, bro.
This really is one of the craziest intros
They
I've
got
ever
the
seen on
same
this channel. I'm
sound
just in
effects,
shock, man.
bro.
These unks gotta be nerfed. But now we got prank videos. Now, prank
Sick
videos
and
have
tired
been
of
around
prank
since the
videos.
dawn of time, of course.
They've
There's
been around for
all
forever.
types of eras for prank videos. There's been people who stage like the craziest pranks of all time. Like, I remember specifically seeing
think
a
I know
bunch
that
of like
video.
Joey Salads clips back in the day. Prank
Yup.
Invasion, Roman
Prank it,
Atwood. But
yup.
now people are really going out there and just harassing random workers in retail.
are,
I think it was
bro.
last year there was like these screaming pranks that went viral.
I
Like, they
remember
would
that,
just scream
bruh.
across the store and just waste the
Wait
workers' time and would just be
wait for
annoying as
somebody to
hell
go
just for
over
the
there.
sake of content. And I thought a prank was supposed to be funny, but I guess not. These people have lost the plot completely. And it got to the point where last year people started clowning this exact stereotype of content, and people were ironically saying shit like, yo bro, let's go prank people at Walmart. They would put a picture of some dude with like the ice cream scoop cut and then a pair of baseball Oakley sunglasses. Like, I could really just try to go get groceries one day and I see people
You don't
pulling
see-
some crazy prank.
It's crazy because you don't see people pranking people at Target. Nobody get pranked at Target. Target is untouched when it comes to the pranks, bro. When you really think about it. Target is untouched. But when you think about people who getting pranked, you think about Walmart. You think about Walmart, or you think about downtown, or you think about the mall.
Target. I didn't
Those
see
are the
exactly
prime
what that
prank
prank
areas,
was, but
bro.
I just saw a bunch of people getting kicked out of Target. And there were security guards posted outside like it was crazy. I was really just walking out there with my groceries, and I saw all this unfolding. And me and my brother, the Duck, we just looked at each other like,
Walmart.
Yo, what the
That's your brother
fuck
for
is
real?
going on? And they'll do this shit for like 2 views, bro. You're rage baiting random people in public for 2 views. There's no way it's worth it. All right, next we got dudes that do like these crazy ass experiments on themselves. Like they just sit there and, well, yeah, they pretty much just make themselves a lab subject for content. There's one guy who a couple years ago, he didn't sleep for 12 days.
I remember that guy.
Which is
he did that on
absolutely
live
insane.
stream
There's no
too,
way
right?
this didn't have psychological effects on him. And I guess why he did this is he wanted to break the world record for staying awake. There's some ideas that just need to be scrapped. There's no way this is worth it. And there's also people who've like forced themselves to get addicted to vaping or something.
Bro, I
like
seen
that,
that,
which
bro.
is unreal.
Force themselves to get addicted to nicotine.
Like, I would not wish that
seen
type of shit on my worst enemy, man. Like, vape addictions are very hard to get rid of. And I don't think that needs any explanation whatsoever. But you get it. There's more examples. And it sometimes gets crazier. Like, people will really risk their life for content. And speaking of people who are putting their own life at risk, I gotta be careful with this one. But I remember those, like,
The
internet
Tide Pole
challenges that went viral back in the day.
Cinnamon
and it got
challenge.
so bad to the point where I guess it became a
Indian
news story. I think people
challenge.
are smart enough to know not to do
That
these
was crazy.
dumbass internet trends, but some people are really trying to be a viral TikTok sensation that bad. There probably wasn't that many people doing these things, to be honest. It was probably just a few people really clout chasing, and the news just
facts.
wanted a story to talk about. I don't know. I know I talked about this in previous videos before, but I mean, this really is the pinnacle of anything for content, so I had to mention it again. I don't want to spend too much time on it though, because the video will get striked if I really go into serious detail. Okay, this
facts.
next entry doesn't really have any specific title, but sometimes when you're scrolling on Reels, sometimes you can come across the most disgusting video you've ever seen in your entire life.
What?
Now, I'm not really sure what happened to the state of my friend's For You page on Reels, but sometimes he'll pull up his Reels on the TV. I felt every
that
emotion
bunny
that
dude,
day,
that's
from
that bunny dude.
cringe to disgust, literally everything. And as he was scrolling, I came across a familiar face. This guy has been a TikTok
I've
veteran.
never
He's been
seen
around
this
since,
guy,
like,
bro.
2020, 2021. And I'm giving you a warning,
glad I've
this
never
video
seen him.
is nasty. So if you're eating food, put it down. Or just skip past the clip. I
I've
don't know.
never seen.
Squeak, 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 squeak. Cheese!
Oh my god. That show was a rough watch. This type of video would probably spawn in on your Reels at 3 in the morning. I don't know what my friend was watching to see videos like this, but sometimes you really will see shit that's out of this world. That's why
Crazy.
this entry doesn't really have a category. It's unpredictable. You never know what you're gonna see when you open IG Reels. Next, we have
Bro.
streamers that clip farm like crazy. I get everyone.
That's
needs
what
to-
I'm sick of, bro. I'm sick of streamers clip farming, bro. Because the thing with streamers clip farming, they'll do anything, bro. They'll do absolutely anything. They'll act a fool.
clips. They need that form of virality to spread across the internet, but there are some things that just aren't worth it for the clip. This dude by the name of Dean the Great would take punches to the face for the clip. And the people he was squaring up with, man, personally, I don't know about that one. That's got to do like permanent damage.
And
to
he's
your
doing,
face.
he's
I guess
going
he
even
was, like,
crazier now with that
disrespecting
other
some
dude,
dude's
with
wife
that
or
boxer.
something. I don't know. At least that's what the caption of the clip says. And after this went viral, he saw that this was the
It's
method,
an opportunity.
and he kept doing it. There's
Yep.
Johnny Somali, that guy.
Hate
You
that
probably
dude.
know who he is at this point. This dude went to South Korea and just did some lame ass shit pretty much.
got
but he
arrested,
got
too.
8 charges in South Korea.
Shoo.
8 charges.
Is he still
in, like,
locked
2
up?
months. How do you even manage to do that? This has to be one of the craziest things people did for content. I don't know if I could say what he did because of YouTube, but all you gotta
I
know
can't
is
remember
just
what he did.
absolutely disgusting and deplorable shit. All right, next we got another targeted entry, but like, there's people at anime conventions, they will do freaky shit for content. They will put their feet in a cooler of fruit
seen
punch
that.
and say, hey, $5.
$5, they selling it.
Who
I
is
seen that.
drinking this? There's really some freaked out ass dudes at this convention, because I don't know why why this is even a market. Drinking this would have to get you some kind of disease, man. I don't know. Not only that, they're filming this shit. People got their phones out. They're making sure it's clipped up all over social media platforms. And I'm not going to show it in the video. I'm just going to put a screenshot of it because I don't want you guys to have to see this. So it's not happening. And now we got family channels. And of course, I had to put this one on the list because some of them are family channels started to die out. Have done some crazy ass shit. I've even seen some cases where the kid of a family channel ended up speaking out when they became an adult. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I remember seeing a video my recommended earlier this year. I don't remember exactly what she said, but the mom was on some crazy ass shit. Also, sometimes they'll force their kids to do shit like quote unquote posing for a thumbnail. Something crazy could happen and obviously the kid will be upset, but they'll still sit there and be like, oh, hit a sad face for the thumbnail. There's no way it's that serious. You're really that concerned for a thumbnail? This is really anything for content. And also, when these kids get older, they may not like that their entire life was on camera, whether they had a choice or not. And they may wish that they were never on the internet. And this is why eventually 10 years down the road, when the family comes, I am not starting the Duckalo family. I think we can agree that we're all good off that channel. And now we got gambling streamers. Now these dudes are all over kids. Never watched just sit on their live stream and just gamble the entire time. I know. And they'll sit there and promote these games to their audiences, even though all they're really doing is getting on the stream and placing the worst bets known to man. They sold their soul to a company that I can't say the name of. And for this reason, they will just keep placing bets with thousands of dollars and basically just speed run how fast they can lose this money. So they're basically just getting paid by this company to gamble their money. Or sometimes I'll even see people on TikTok like, oh, let me place a bet real quick. And they're like, oh, did I win? And then they use the money they supposedly won to buy stuff. The bills can't be this high. But I talked more about it in this video right here about gambling.
He showed know how to lead you to another video. Hey man, hopefully y'all I can't even talk. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. We almost at 5,000 subscribers. Next is 10,000, so on and so forth. Let's go ahead and get to it, man. Appreciate y'all.